I love cameras, like a fat boy who loves chocolate cake.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to this very strange episode of the Mijonju Show. Today I made a leather case for the LCA Plus. Ta-da! This really cute one with a manual stitch. And okay, so I posted posted the photo and I posted this case on Etsy yesterday. Some people on Facebook were like, hey, why don't you do a tutorial on how to make a leather case so we can make it our own? Well, usually people who sells the stuff, they don't teach you how to do it, but I don't really mind because I'm just doing it for fun. Since I made one for the LCA Plus yesterday, might as well do a LC Wide because I don't want to make the same thing. What you have to do is, well, you can actually go to junkyards. You can look for a motorcycle, bicycle. They usually have this leather seat. So if it's real leather, usually go look for the real leather or big sofas. Yeah, those are the best. People throw away real leather sofas and they don't know. Just go there, bring a cutter. Keep it well. You don't want to be stopped in the street by the police and asking you why you have a cutter in your bag. And look for the real nice one, especially if you ever see like Italian-made sofa or something, or Italian-made bag, or if you have any broken old leather bags that's like, oh, genuine Italian leather, then best. Just rip those off since you don't need them anymore. Rip those off and get some leather out of it. Well, first off, you need a kind of leather, which is hard leather, thick one, to make the base. Okay. It's really simple. Put the camera on a big piece of leather. This is not a real 100% tutorial thing. So if you're watching this and trying to make one, I'm just giving you the concept because if I'm gonna make a video of doing this, I'll probably have like 5 episodes on how to make a leather case for that. You put your camera, put it on a big piece of leather. All right. Sometimes if you don't have a pen or a marker, I have this chisel thingy, and you just shape it on the leather, and there's it gives a shape on the leather. And then after you shape it up, cut it out, you can use a nice cutter. I do it like this, or you can have a scissor, or you can I've tried this, but it takes a little longer time, but it still works. Regular cutter out, and I have a nice piece of hard leather. As after you have a nice base, the leather on the side is all gonna look not really nice corners. So what you do to have really nice smooth corners is I actually made this myself. It's a piece of wood with a little gap in the middle, so what I do is spin it, and just do this on the corner. And it'll be nice and smooth. Once you finish making this soft leather, this is really what you can get from the sofa. And have this kind of L kind of ruler where you can have a nice L shape, so everything is not curvy and stuff, and really nice and straight. So you get the right distance. Okay. I mean the right length. Take one piece, measure it, use a marker, mark things up, and then you have this line. The next thing is you can either do this with a ruler on every centimeter, mark a hole. You see it, and use this. And just yank on every hole you make. Well, I'm a lazy guy, so I got one of these. It yanks, yeah, 10. It yanks 10 holes in one time, so it saves you a lot of time. But just poke everything until you get this thing done. And poke on the base as well. Actually start sewing them up together with the holes, and you get a case. But I usually start sewing the entire thing first, and then attach them together each one by one, because you can add adding an ear here. You can have the strap holder thingy. When you're stitching, you have to always be pre-prepared, pre-focusing. Like when you take photos, you pre-focus and then you move to the object. And never mind. You have to know what the length of the things you want to stitch. So I'm just going to stitch this from the side all the way to the other side, and now you have this length. But you don't just take one, you take 4. See, right now you just its length because that's where it's supposed to be. Have a scissor, cut off on your fingers, and then have 2 needles with you. This is called double edge, I think. So double edge, one side with this, the other side with this. So you have 2 on each side. And do this with 10. You can start on a corner, any corner. This is where I'll start. Okay. And then this cross stitching. Better lighting. Any better lighting? Okay. This side goes from the back. Okay, leave a little bit of the needle so that your other needle could find the hole. And you do this. You see across like that? Great. Do that. And you do that. And, okay. Pull the string. Ta-da! So that's the first one, and then you just multiply. Just keep doing it until. So what you can do is, if you're lazy, like I am, you can get one of these horse grip. I don't know what you call it, a horse gripper or something, which holds the piece of leather for you. So it's easier for you to cross stitch. You know, all you have to do is just do it like this, like this, like this, and then turn a little, and then like this, like this, like this. Just keep doing it. So once you're done stitching on all the sides, like this, leave the lower part alone because you're going to use the stitch later. And since you're done, you can use a scissor. But I like to use this kind because it's more specific. You can go to a special point and you can cut it nicely. And voila, the first piece. Stitch your other parts like this as well. Never mind, later. Yeah, you'll probably be thinking of stitching it like this slowly, but you're wrong. The best way I found out is that you gotta stitch the first 3 pieces till the end of the edge on any cameras, and this one as well. You have to stitch the edge, and then you have this big hole here, like this, and then you stitch the back, and then finally you stitch the side. You do it like this, and like this. Stitch, 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 finish. Stitch your whole back, and then stitch the side. That way you won't stretch the case. It will not be deformed like this. It will be like straight. So how do you stitch the front? Is that it's really simple. You've got holes here. Just match them up and stitch them together like this, sideways. So you start a new line from here, and then on the bottom, like this, you stitch it. I know it's not a simple tutorial, but you stitch it, and you bind them together.
So you get something like this, okay, and then you put this below.
So you see it's almost done. Still got the sides to stitch because I gotta get this up here like that, and on both sides obviously like that. Check it out. Right, and I'm gonna drill a hole for the tripod so that it'll hold the camera strongly. My example, here's how the other one looks like, the other case that I made. Okay, half case. See, so I'm gonna drill a hole with a dermal, and I'm gonna have this. I have quite a lot of these kind of screws. There's certain, like, yeah, so this one's the LCA one. There you go. This is how you make a case for your... Oh, lucky, haha. Tripod hole. That's how you do it. Thank you for watching today's Mijonju Show. I'll see you next time real fast. Bye.